Hey guys, I have another video for you guys, and this one is going to be your first video that relates to making a selection in Photoshop. I'm going to start simple. We're just going to use the marquee tools. We're going to keep it real simple in our selection and show you how to move those selections, combine two photos together in this tutorial. Okay, so this is what it looks like to start. We're going to go File. We're going to go New. And in this one, I want you guys, we're going to do web, as if we're going to post it to the web. And here you can see the defaults change. So for the first time, our resolution dropped to 72. This resolution is like referenced for most web applications, namely the one that I'm going to talk about a little bit is Instagram today, because I know you guys use a lot of Instagram. Okay, and if you go and look, I'm not a big Instagram person. I don't have Instagram, but I talk to people that tell me things about Instagram. And when you upload Instagram, I understand that sometimes you'll bring in an image that's too large and like some of it gets cut out. Sometimes you'll bring one too small and it puts like a black background, from what I understand. I'm going to try to illustrate that to you guys and why, and hopefully you guys that take graphic design too will know how to upload stuff to Instagram and make it look a lot better. Okay, so in a quick search here, this is, I think I accidentally went. So let me see how big. There we go. Oh, bless me. Okay, so when I type that in, you get this this first one that pops up by Adobe, and it tells you what Instagram posts can look like. Right, so it can be a square, it can be a landscape, or it can be vertical, and then it gives you an ideal size. So basically, we got 1080 by 1080 at 1:1 aspect ratio, and then you got your landscapes here at like a 1080 by 566. So something similar to that paint job that we did there, and then vertical images are 1080 and 1350 at a 4:5 aspect ratio. So understanding that will go a long way when it comes to working in Photoshop, okay? So this is what I'm going to do to start this one out, okay? So on this one, guys, I'm going to do 1200 by 1200. And the reason why I'm going to do that a little bit larger than that is a lot of times these web applications have smart filters that will allow you to scrunch down the data and put it to size, okay? So 1200 by 1200 is it isn't a whole lot larger than the 1080 that they're asking for. So I am going to assume that a lot of times this will work and scrunch it down and keep the quality pretty good, a little bit better actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit create, and I got my artboard. Okay, now you guys are gonna have some photos that you have to go get. Okay. And they're going to be these ones. I'm just going to go ahead and open them up. I'm not going to go through the process of saving them anymore. Okay, hopefully you guys have that down. So I'm going to go to open. I already have them saved. And the ones that we are doing are the marquee one. So we're going to open this one. That one's going to open up. There it is. And we're going to open up the other marquee one. Okay. Get our space. Alright, and there we go. So the first one that we're going to do is, this is going to be like our background, okay? And the idea of this one is we're going to make a mask. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this coffee cup. I'm going to use a nice round object. And I am going to take a snippet of my space and I'm going to drop it into my coffee cup, okay? So it'll be kind of a cool like Instagram post that you guys put on there, okay? So we have that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So first is grabbing this rectangle marquee, okay? I'm going to come up here, and I think I'm just going to make a selection, something like this. I want a little bit of everything. So let me see if I can make that work right there. There's my marquee. Now I grab my move tool, okay, and I'm going to move it. And I see how it's moving, separating. I'm going to go into my artboard, never letting go, right? You guys done that last assignment. And there we go. Okay, I got my artboard. Now I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go to Transform, and I'm going to go to Scale. I'm going to zoom out because it's big, and I'm going to size it down. Why is it not doing to scale? Try to get that in there best I can. And change it something like that, right? I don't like that at all, so I'm going to go Control Z. And you can see it does not go all the way back there for me. So let's do this. I'm just going to delete that. I don't like that. Let's try that again. Down move. Whoops. Bring it back in. There we go. Okay, so I got that done now. There is my photo. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and come to this marquee. And I think I'm going to get kind of like this cool little nebular space cloud. On this one, I'm going to use my ellipse. Okay, and I'm going to hold down the shift key. Hopefully you guys remember from Illustrator, when you hold down the shift key, it constrains like the ellipse tool to a perfect circle. Same goes as the marquee tool. Okay, so these are the two that we use here. Those are our marquees. So I'm going to hold down the shift key. I'm going to click and drag, and you can see that I am making pretty cool. I'm going to hold down the space bar and move that up. Take that little snippet right there. I like that. Get my move tool. I'm going to grab this and move it. Bring it. There we go. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit so I can see those pieces. I'm going to hit Control T. That's the free transform. Hold down the shift key and size that down. Okay. Again, I'm going to hold down the shift key, trying to size this the best I can to fit into my cup. Okay. Something like that. Okay, maybe kind of stretch that down just a little bit there. There. Okay, hit enter and see what that looks like. Something like that. Okay, so in your first assignment here, we're going to keep it simple and make a simple selection of these two photos. Okay, using the rectangle marquee, using the ellipse marquee, and snap that image right in there. Alright, so file, save as, and you're done. Alright.